Yellow.
Fuck you, you son of a bitch!
That's gotta be Sage.
You're goddamn right it's me, asshole! Where the fuck do you get off giving the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog the shit you gave?
Wait, is that what this is about? Dude, that was years ago. Why are you fanboy raging now?
I'm not a Sonic fanboy!
You sure about that? Because, kinda sounds like you are.
Listen, I don't care about Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. I played his games every now and then, and that was it. That is hardly anything you would call fanboyism.
Well, if you don't give a shit about Sonic, then what the hell is this all about?
This is about you not knowing what the fuck you're talking about. If you thought for one moment that the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was as bad as it got, then fuck your bullshitting ass!
Hey, I know what's going on here. You found some Sonic anime that you actually see as being worse as the original, right?
Yes.
And now you're angry at me for leaving it out of the review.
Wait, what the hell?
And so you call me up and demand that we do a crossover, huh?
Doug? Suck my dick. Suck my dick until your jaw loses feeling. Suck my dick until everything you taste from now on tastes like sweaty man meat. Suck my dick like it's your first night in Hollywood. Suck my dick like you were trying to win a prize on a Japanese game show. Suck my dick like my cum cured baldness. Suck my dick until you are less man and more cockwarmer!
Okay, Sage, that is the worst crossover idea ever.
Can you tell I was a Nintendo kid? I can't believe I'm doing this. Of all the OVAs I could wrench out of the coffin of bad 90s anime, I had to choose one of the most annoying, nonsensical pieces of shit to ever blight a Sonic fanboy's VCR. If I'm this pissed about the show, I can't even imagine how an actual Sonic fan would have...
I can tell you.
Oh, hey, Mark the Engineer, everybody. Famous voice actor and friends of fellow actors Brett Weaver, Bill Rogers, Kyle A. Bear, and Brett Weaver.
Yeah, whatever. You were asking about how Sonic fans reacted to this knife in the sternum?
Yeah, actually. Wait a minute, can I ask about the whole...
No.
Alright, just asking. So, how would you know anything about the... Okay, fair enough. So, alright, I'll bite. How was the damage?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
There wasn't any damage, because it didn't happen.
Mark, if this didn't happen, then what the hell am I holding?
Well, it's certainly not the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, because it didn't happen.
Mark, I don't know what you're...
It didn't happen! Look, Lunchbox, I don't expect you to understand, so let me put it to you like this. Sonic Heroes happened. Sonic 2006 happened. Shadow the Hedgehog happened. And to a lesser extent, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic R, Sonic Rider, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic and the Secret Ring, Sonic Shuffle, Sonic 4, and Sonic Underground happened! That
This?
didn't happen!
So, Sonic fans handled this through denial.
Yes! No. Alright, it was either living a lie or booze.
Well, my mama didn't raise me to be no liar. In for a penny. We open our story with an owl in a jet, and it looks like he's flying off to one of the floating rocks on Pandora. Either that or J.J. Abrams' backyard. Look, we got both the USS Enterprise and Oceanic Flight A-15.
Come on, you want to try it out?
Not right now, thanks.
All right, I'll go use it myself.
Tails is just like a little kid with his new toy.
Hey, come out here, Sonic! It's okay if you don't swim. You should give it a try.
Just don't show off so much that you forget to look where you're going. What?
Oh dear sweet lord. This is what we're in for, folks. Voice acting so grating, it could sand off bark. Hell, this isn't even voice acting. This is some obnoxious comedian's impression of bad voice acting. Oh, man. Never thought you would miss Jaleel White this much, did you?
It's probably nothing.
Sonic! Help me! Wake up, Sonic! Come on! Help! Nick, help me! Wake up, Sonic!
Shut up, Tails!
Careful what you say there, Sonic. I can think of another thing that needs their throat kicked in. Apparently, Miles was screaming bloody murder over the Owl's now crashing ship, and it's up to Miles to save him. What about Sonic, you may ask? He says fuck you and goes back to sunbathing. Listen, I'm not too familiar with the Sonic mythos or anything, but is he supposed to be this big of a douche nozzle?
Ah! Sonic!
Wait, now Sonic gets off his ass and saves the both of them? What in the fuck happened in the 1 minute between now and the time that Sonic couldn't be bothered to act like the hero he's supposed to be? Oh god, how I wish that was true. Nope, Sonic saves the two, and the Owl tells the both of them that the reason he made the trip in the first place is to deliver a message that the president needs them. And right before I can make the bad dudes reference that's already on everybody's mind, the movie makes it for me and has Dr. Robotnik holding both the president and his daughter hostage.
Now, Sonic, I've got the upper hand. This is about the entire planet of freedom, so you better do as I say.
No way.
Don't you care about pretty young Sarah?
Help me, Daddy!
Little Sarah, Sonic, please listen to whatever Robotnik has to say.
Oh, all right. Give me the scoop, Robotnik.
Thank you, Sonic, I will, as you both well know.
Yep, stopping you right there. If you're actually going to put the line, "as you may well know," into your script, why not just tell the truth and have them say, "I'm going to be talking to the audience for the next few minutes." And indeed, Robotnik does just that, explaining that something called Metal Robotnik has kicked him out of his dimension, and sabotaged a generator that would destroy the entire planet if it's not stopped. And why Robotnik had to take the president and his daughter hostage to tell them this, I don't know.
How can we stop this terrible thing from happening, Robotnik?
There's only one thing to do. Someone has to get through Metal Robotnik's traps, go into Robotropolis, and stop that generator before sunrise. And it should be the fastest one here.
Forget about it. You created that stupid contraption in the first place. Why should I have to go around cleaning up your messes?
Again, is this supposed to be how he acts? Why the fuck do you all like this shit stain? But again, it doesn't take long to twist Sonic's arm into compliance, and the two of them set off for Robotropolis. You just gotta love Sonic standing on the wings of this biplane here. It's like he's daring God to kill him. Meanwhile, Robotnik and the president's daughter get into a robot, I think, that erupts from the floor for no reason. And they fuck off to who knows where. Look, I can plainly see that the movie was meant to be funny and not to be taken at all seriously. I get that. But there has to be some kind of grounding for there to be any comedy. It's cartoon logic, sure, but if there's no rhyme or reason to the scenes in question, then it just winds up feeling confused. Not even a buzz? Really? Sonic and Tails arrive in Robotnik's dimension, where they proceed to run through your typical Sonic level, including, and I'm not kidding here, hitting a warp zone. Apparently, this warp zone leads them just a stone's throw away from their destination.
Look! The relics are sinking right into the ocean.
Sonic! I bet it's because the robot generator is out of control and causing reactions under the ground!
I swear to Christ, every time Miles opens his goddamn mouth to speak, I want to strangle him with his own intestines! And why the fuck isn't this working?! Oh.
Go drink some beer!
So, Metal Robotnik pimps in and tries its best to pulverize Sonic and Tails, but it looks like he just can't keep up with them. This all leads to the movie dicking around for several minutes, having Sonic and Tails run around and dodge its attacks and doing very little else. Finally, Metal Robotnik has had enough and whips out his butt cannon. Yes, it's butt cannon, and sprays the both of them so they can't move. Let's see, a butt cannon that shoots sticky projectiles. Nah, too easy.
Uh-oh.
You might have the fastest feet in the world, but now you're just a normal hedgehog.
Yes, a normal hedgehog that's blue, capable of human speech, and wears sneakers. Next you'll probably tell me that Miles here is just a normal two-tailed fox. The two aren't done yet, as Knuckles pops out of nowhere and saves the day. And no, I don't know what is up with his Woody cowboy hat. Metal Robotnik senses the tide has turned and tries to make a break for it, but Sonic won't have it. The dude shot at him with a butt cannon. No way he lives!
Sonic better enjoy his victory now, because once he gets to Robotropolis, he'll have to fight something far more evil than Metal Robotnik.
What do you mean worse than Metal Robotnik? Are you talking about yourself? You better keep your hands off my Sonic or I'll never forgive you!
Wait, that was the thing that the president's daughter and Robotnik got into earlier? What? How? Why? And hold on. If the president's daughter didn't want Sonic to get hurt, why did she willingly go into that robot in the first place? Gah! Knuckles seems to be on the same wavelength as Sonic and Tails and decides to tag along for the rest of the journey. Oh, and by the way, since when could Knuckles fly? Yeah, in the games he could glide, but this isn't gliding now, is it? Look at him, he's literally standing on air. In fact, how the fuck is he supposed to glide in the first place? At least Tails uses his two tails as a propeller, and as dumb as that sounds, that at least has some semblance of sense. What the fuck does the echidna do to glide? Yes, in a world where foxes use their tails to fly, and blue hedgehogs talk and run at supersonic speeds, I'm calling bullshit on the fucking flying echidna. However, his mystical powers of flight come in handy as the three manage to find Robotropolis and stop the generator from overheating. But all of this turns out to be a trap as the generator breaks away, revealing the sinister, I'm sure, Metal Sonic.
It's a robot that looks exactly like Sonic!
Thanks, Captain Obvious. God, could you get any more annoying, Tails? It seems that Sonic fell for the old, fake out-of-control generator scam, and now Robotnik has him right where he wants him.
Release Sarah now, Robotnik!
But first you must fight him. Go get him, Hyper Metal Sonic!
Everybody stand back! Nobody try to help me! I have to destroy this imposter!
I wasn't gonna help you anyway, you douche. I hope Metal Sonic leaves enough of your corpse to bury it so I can piss on your grave. And honestly, this is the rest of the movie. Sonic and his metal clone just duking it out for the next 20 minutes. Cut between Knuckles and Tails holding their dicks doing nothing, and Robotnik trying to woo the president's daughter. And just for good measure, the occasional scene with the unfunny, obnoxious owl.
Oh man, are you still in here somewhere?
I'm behind you, Tails. You've come home early.
Those are Sonic's favorite clothes, so don't blame me if he gets mad at you.
Don't worry about it. He was here last night. He forced me to put on these clothes and then flew away without saying anything.
He flew away? Metal!
Okay, why the fuck would Metal Sonic stop fighting the original Sonic to play Dress Up with the Owl?
Because Metal was programmed with all of Sonic's data. He knows everything. His likes, his dislikes, his personality, and all his thoughts. That's why he knew to come down here. And he even gave the old man his favorite clothes.
Do we have any booze left? And the bullshit parade continues as Knuckles begins postulating that Metal Sonic must be making his way up to the polar cap so he can cause them to melt, fracturing the continents and destroying the overworld, because science. And so we head to our final climax, with all parties converging to the polar circle. Luckily for us, I could summarize this entire sequence in 10 seconds. Yeah. Finally making himself useful, Tails reprograms Metal Sonic to allow the real Sonic an opening for attack. But because the movie wants to drag its heels for as long as it can, it pulls this convoluted ticking clock where the president, for no reason stated, crashes his ship into an ice bridge, and if that ship explodes, it'll destroy every continent on the planet. Again, because science. So it becomes a desperation battle as Sonic and Metal Sonic continue this ball-numbingly long bout until Sonic makes Metal launch into the ship, causing it to explode. And yet this doesn't break the ice bridge like they said it would. And then Metal saves the president and the owl who were trapped in that explosion. Just end! End already, you piece of shit! End! Oh, thank Christ this shit pile's wrapping up. Metal Sonic falls into a chasm and for some reason Sonic decides to try and save it.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
There is only one Sonic.
No! Don't do it, Sonic!
Huh. Maybe I should have made a Terminator 2 reference instead of that Star Wars reference. Wait, I can still make it, can't I? Fuck it. So, with the world saved and the audience's 50 minutes wasted, Sonic and friends jet off towards a new adventure. The end. This thing is absolutely wretched. This is the worst kind of brain-rotting entertainment ever to be shoveled in front of a kid. I don't know how you Sonic fans live with yourselves without a second liver. Ugh. Oh, God. But that was nothing. Nothing compared to what we've got in store for next month. It's the end of the world, ladies and gentlemen. And I feel fine. Till next time.